If you were going to be talking to a brand and giving them advice about what they should be doing, like what would you say right now?
Trust creators. I mean, trust the right creators. You know? Don't trust all creators. Trust the right creators.
Adam Rose is an actor, writer, and director who's been performing professionally since he was 8 years old. Since going viral with the Flow dance video, Adam and his iconic cardigan have over 14 million followers. He's one of the fastest growing creators on YouTube and Instagram and is consistently working with major brands. And that's why today he is in the Creator Spotlight. Well, Adam Rose, welcome to Creator Spotlight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Last time I saw you, we were partying at CES.
That's right. That's
fun
right.
times.
Always a fun time. Vegas.
You are one of those that I think you say instead of nice meeting you, just say great seeing you.
Well, because I feel like we've been on each other's radar for so long that it felt like we had met before.
Okay, good. Because I wasn't sure if you actually thought that or you were doing the great seeing you thing.
No, I mean, I have done that in the past. But to you, I knew who you were.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to... I appreciate it.
Of course.
It means a lot. I mean, it's been cool to see your evolution. First, you started out as a child actor.
That's right.
You've been in Hollywood for a long time.
I have.
Were you someone who dove into social media at the beginning?
Sort of, not really. Me and my friends definitely made, joke music videos and stuff like that we would put up on YouTube just to share with our friends. And it wasn't until years later when I lost a couple pilots to Vine stars that I was like, oh, I think I need to start taking social media more seriously all of a sudden.
Damn those Vine stars.
I know.
And did you at that point?
Yeah, I started dabbling. I started, making some silly videos on Vine, got on Instagram for a little while and was trying to take cool pictures of myself. And then Casey Neistat era happened. And so I was like, maybe I should start vlogging. And so I vlogged for a while and made 200 vlogs.
You did?
Yeah, nobody, but there were maybe 200 people watching them,
Yeah.
But it taught me a lot. I started taking it more seriously in 2017, 2018, started helping other people with their social media as I was trying to grow mine. 2019, I was doing a Netflix show called Mary Happy Whatever. It was my first series regular. I was like, this is it. I'm going to, my acting career is now going to take off.
We have a sort of support group.
Support group for what? The people who married into this family.
And then the show got canceled. And then 2020 happened. And right around that time, I had been dabbling on TikTok because Gary Vee told me to dabble on TikTok.
Gotta listen to Gary.
I listened to Gary Vee. And February of 2020, I went viral for the first time.
Speaking of which...
Yeah.
The flow. The dance move that went viral.
Yeah.
Was these moves and you created, or was it that you created the sounds?
Both. At the time, every single trending dance on TikTok involved a move called the whoa. Remember the whoa?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm done with the whoa. We need the alternatives to the whoa. So I was just coming up with words that rhymed with whoa. Flow, crow, no, row, bro, yo, so, right? And then created a dance to those words. So the flow, the crow, the no, the row, the bro, the so, the grow, the low, the bow, the yo, the foe, the go. And
amazing.
Then,
thank you.
Thank you.
Reenactment.
Yeah, you didn't ask, but I did it anyway. And that just blew up.
And then that gets licensed. So it blows up.
Yeah. That got licensed by Fortnite. It became an emote on the game. I didn't know what Fortnite was.
And that was also the first kind of money-making opportunity for you?
It was the first money I ever made on
social media, not overall.
For me personally, yeah.
And was that mind-blowing? Or was it that much where you're like, whoa, this could be something more sustainable?
Oh, I knew it could eventually become something more sustainable because I'd seen other people do it.
Yeah.
But I felt like, okay, I'm off to the races.
And so how do you take that one moment? Because a lot of people have one moment. It's hard to maintain.
Yeah.
And build from that.
I squeezed a lot of juice out of that one moment. I made a YouTube video about it. I made videos, reacting to other people doing the dance. And then I just started making sure that I was creating a steady flow of content and evolving and making different things. I ended up making a couple more dances that went super viral, went more viral than that one. And that became my shtick for a while. And that was also where the blue cardigan of it all started, that first video.
Where did that blue cardigan come from? And why that? Did you just
Yeah.
happen to be wearing it that day?
I just happened to be wearing it. It was a hand-me-down from my brother that like stayed in my closet all the time and I never wore. And then like it was laundry day and it was cold in my house, so I put that on. And then like happened to make that video that day while wearing it. And people were like, what's this guy dancing in a shawl cardigan for? And I kind of wanted people to know that that was me when I made my next video.
Yeah.
So I wore it again, and then I wore it again, and then I wore it again. And then I didn't wear it in one video, and people were like, where's the blue cardigan? Like, we didn't sign up for Red Hoodie Guy, you know? And I deleted that video and just never looked back.
So you do these dance videos, and then at what point then do you shift to something else? Like, is there that moment of plateau, even when you get millions of views and growth?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. After a year and a half, 2 years of pretty steady growth, it's sort of like plateaued all of a sudden. I was doing my best to evolve and figure out what the next thing would be. And then in the last 8 months, everything just like blew up. I went and visited Zach King at his studio. He invited me to come hang out at his studio, and I sort of saw their whole process there. And that just changed the way I do everything. And I hired someone internally to help me make my videos and to help me run my business. Got more systematic about the output and brainstorming and all of those things. And we saw results pretty quickly.
Wow.
And we went from like 600,000 followers on Instagram to 4.6 million. We went from 500,000 subscribers on YouTube to 3.4 million. Went from like 30,000 followers on Facebook to 1.7 million. If you want it to grow and you want it to evolve and you want it to become something sustainable, you have to put these systems in place. Otherwise you can't just like wait for inspiration all the time.
Let's talk about monetization.
Yeah.
Making money.
Yes.
How does Adam Rose make money?
Adam Rose makes money from referring to himself in the third person. AdSense, YouTube, and on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then mostly the biggest chunk is brand deals.
I feel like brands love you. Like, you are a poster child for like being a creator and working with brands.
That's so nice.
You know, the first one obviously was the email, but like talk about how you've worked with brands since and how you pitch yourself to brands.
I would say it's about 80% them pitching us and then 20% us out doing outreach to these brands.
How do you integrate a brand into your content?
Oh, I'm very proud of the way we integrate
Okay.
brands into our content. I think a lot of creators fall into the trap of just kind of like trying to get the brand deal done as quickly as possible. Being like, hey, check out this shampoo. Like, you got to buy this shampoo. It's great. Okay, next. Okay, moving on, right?
Yeah.
What I love doing is taking the content that I already make and figuring out clever ways to seamlessly integrate the brand into that content, right? So we're still making relatable videos. We're still making things that people want to share and that people feel like are entertaining. And we're sort of sneaking the vegetables in there, and all of a sudden we're also delivering this message that this brand wants us to talk about. I also make sure to put some of the money on the screen. Like, I'm not trying to hoard the money that the brand's giving me. I want to make sure that I'm taking some of that money and using it as a production for the video, and trying to make it a better video than all of my other videos.
I also think that you're a professional. You came from the traditional world.
Yeah.
But you have the sensibilities of a digital creator.
Yeah.
And that helps.
It helps a lot because I think when they work with me, they know that they're going to work with someone who's professional and knows how to respond to emails, in a timely fashion, that's not going to be late on deadlines, that knows how to take notes and figure out a way to satisfy all parties, and also that keeps their messaging in mind and is thinking of their best interests. I'm really proud of those videos. I think they're some of my best videos.
Have you ever encountered challenges, and then how did you overcome them, or what lessons have you learned through these experiences?
Sometimes you end up having to push back on notes or figure out a happy medium, because the goal is to get the most views. And we've been, doing millions of views organic on our brand deals as well. So brands start to trust us more because we know what we're talking about and they know that we're thinking about their best interest. Figuring out that balance between making sure that they feel like their product is being well showcased and the messaging is there, and I'm simultaneously making sure that we're retaining that audience, we're getting that reach, we are entertaining people, and we're making something that people want to share.
We can't do anything without brands. So,
Yes.
hello, thank you,
Yeah.
gratitude, right?
Yeah.
And then how do you maintain your authenticity in that?
It's all about coming through with a strong vision about what you're trying to make. How are we going to keep people's attention? How are we going to make it so that people don't feel like they're being sold something, even though they are in this moment? But then also making sure that we're satisfying the brand, that there's really good product shot, that we are selling this product and we are delivering that messaging, but doing so in a way that doesn't feel like it.
One platform we have not talked about yet is Threads. You
Love
are
Threads.
the Threads star.
Yeah.
What does it take to be a Threads star?
Well, I got lucky because I was on there before everybody else.
I was too, but I
But I
get the
got
same
on
momentum.
there and I was like, I'm going to take advantage of being on here
Yeah.
early. And I posted a ton every day. And we ended up doing the first brand deal ever on Threads.
Hello.
Yeah.
With Hulu?
With Hulu. Yeah. So yeah, they hit me up and they were like, hey, we're doing this campaign and we're promoting the new season of Futurama. Mm-hmm. And they wanted me to create a meme. Here's the trailer. You can use any of the images in this trailer. And so I created a meme and put it out there, and it was pretty successful.
If you were going to be talking to a brand and giving them advice about what they should be doing, like what would you say right now?
Trust creators. Trust creators. Let them, trust the right creators. You know? Don't trust all creators. Trust the right creators. Go into it trusting them, and we know how to talk to our audience. We know what works. We're in our analytics, looking at how these videos are rolling out every single day, day in and day out. So we're very sensitive to how our particular audience is going to react and engage with a certain piece of content. If people scroll, then it doesn't matter how great this product shot is because no one's going to see it.
What do you have to say to creators who are complaining about monetization and making money doing what they love?
That's a tough question to answer, right? It's like, what do you say to actors who are like, I'm not getting jobs? It's like, well, make relationships, make sure you're working on your craft and you're working at the top of your game and you're making a quality product. In this case, it being videos. Do a bunch of outreach. We do so much outreach, not just like, hey, let's do a brand deal together, but just, hey, let's connect, let's have coffee, let's have lunch, let's, making those relationships with people. It can't always be about asking them for something.
Yeah.
A lot of the time it has to just be about connecting with somebody. Any job in the entertainment industry is really about relationships. And also, like, some people rely too much on their representation to find them jobs.
Yeah.
Agents and managers don't get you jobs. They get you more money for the jobs that you get yourself.
So where do you see the future of the creator economy and the digital creator?
I think we're going to see just more and more of this blurring between the digital space and Hollywood. TV shows, movies, digital series, all of these things are going to just start coming together. I think about Michelle Khare. I think about Zach King.
Yeah.
I think about Rhett and Link. I think about these people who really have created these companies that are sustained and thriving and creating amazing content. I think we're going to see more and more of that.
Are you worried about AI taking your job?
No. I think we've been using AI in so many different fields already, even with the content we already make, when I'm doing anything green screen or stuff like that, or we're using AI already. And I think people's main concern is generative AI. And I think as long as there are like guardrails put in place and we're avoiding copyright issues and things like that, and no one's work is being stolen, I think AI is just a tool that we're going to use to make more stuff for less money. And that's great. We want that, right? We want more tools to empower people so that we can find those geniuses who don't have the means to create something but can create something incredible.
Where do you see your brand in the future? Glasses or no glasses? No, I'm kidding.
Good question. I used to think about that all the time. I don't think about it anymore. I feel like I'll probably still have the glasses in the future. We're going to continue to build out my digital company, continue to create shows, and hopefully get one on the air. I will make movies that hopefully people watch. And keep growing on the digital side and keep growing that business and have more involved partnerships with brands, maybe taking equity in brands and becoming more of an ambassador, and then just making stuff that people laugh at. That's really the main thing I'm concerned with, is just being able to continue making stuff that people get a chuckle out of.
Good vibes out in the world.
Good vibes.
Thank you for being here. You are a
Thank you so much
pleasure.
for having me.
I appreciate how you're approaching your work and what you do.
Thank you so much.